the truth profoundly. These are Germans here. For me to the message clear. Go Paul Das and Paul. They say Duane the writer leads the way. Time to madness. It's bright. Gotta wake up, see the light.
But like, how am I gonna tell? Like, how can I tell that it's real, if it's like an illusion, or if it's actually a real guy or you?
That's a good question. So, have you ever seen any James Bond movies?
No.
Gee, so do you ever go outside?
Occasionally, I go outside to get food sometimes.
Gee, so you should see one of the James Bond movies. There's many, many James Bond movies, from Sean Connery to all kinds of stars to whoever. But you can see some of the later ones. But I suggest you see a James Bond movie also. Yeah. Do you ever watch Netflix spy movies or anything like that? You ever seen a spy movie or anything?
I don't think so. I don't have a Netflix subscription, so like.
Okay. All right. So again, movies are good documentaries. They're very, very good documentaries. I don't mean the stupid ones where it's just boy meets girl. Okay. I mean more so the hardcore rated R ones, etc.
Wait,
like.
so how can you tell which movies are real?
Do you know who Tom Cruise is?
Yeah, it's that guy from the plane movie, Planes, right?
Mission Impossible.
Oh, I didn't know he was in that.
Yeah, he made about 6 or 8 of them, Mission Impossible movies.
Isn't he old? How is he still going? It's crazy.
He's about 55. Oh, Tom's very good, actually. He's far out. He does his own stunts and everything. He's made about 6 Mission Impossible movies. They're all very, very good.
Just like objectively good, or?
Well, you got to see them yourself. But see, again, it's like you've been indoors your whole life, Eric. So again, you're going to have to, I suggest you get outside of yourself and start experiencing something else, because this is going to help you break your routines and see more. But if you stay in your routines, you're going to keep asking questions. It's like no amount of explanation is going to do it for you, because you have to be willing to experience something that you haven't. And you got to constantly go after that. That's what I do. I'm dealing with the governments of the world. I'm dealing with the entire world. Okay? And I've taken all of creation on. That's my role. And so again, all the governments and whatever, they know me because of the Secret Service, etc.
Fuck the government.
What?
The government. Bro, they had this like debate the other day. I only knew about it when I turned on my phone and looked at the news. They didn't even invite me. I'm running too, and they didn't invite me.
Well, see, you're being naive now, and I'm guessing you know what that means. So again, they don't know you for the most part. In a way, they do, but they don't, and they're not concerned about you, Eric, at all. If anything, they're hoping you'll permanently stay away. Okay, so again, that's where you're at. Yeah, very real. Because you have nothing to offer. What do you have to offer? You're a gamer? You got nothing.
I am aware. No. I have what the people want. I have 2 things that the people want. I have awareness, and I have, I'm not really, really old.
Well, those are potentials, but you've got to work on them. And so again, even a person that has a good voice and can sing, they still have a voice trainer, and they're still practicing all the time. It's not just that, oh, I can sing, etc. So again,
I don't think Joe Biden can sing.
Except that that experience that Rebazar gave you, he's only providing potential, but you're not seeing it yet. It's going to take you a lot of years to see it. You think you know what it is, but you don't.
Well, here's the thing, Big D. In my experience, I was up against Trump. By the time
No, no.
in the far future, when
All set up. Trump wasn't there. It was
I saw him, dude.
Eve. No, you saw an illusion, just like an
How am I
opera
supposed to tell?
up. So you're not listening. You think you know something and you don't. So the more you hang on to that, the longer it's going to take you to wake up. So again, that wasn't Trump or Biden. Rebazar set up the whole stage show. It was a cartoon. They weren't there.
So it's all a lie. I'm
It's not about a lie. It's like a movie. It's not a lie. It's a setup, like an opera. You know what an opera is?
It's where those people are on the stage and they're singing, right?
Yeah, well, they sing. They also, they do performance, etc. Yeah, like an opera, and everybody's got different clothes
I've been
on.
to a Viking opera once.
Well, it don't matter what it is. It's all make believe. You put on clothes, you do the skit, whatever.
Oh,
You were in an opera. That's all it
I'm getting a
was.
call.
It's an opera. So again, it was all made up for you to show you that there is a possibility of something. Doesn't even really mean about being president, okay? It doesn't even mean that. It's going to mean exactly what you make it, Eric. He's just showing you that you can go, you might say, the idea is you can go all the way. But he's just using that idea, the presidency, because that's something that you can understand. Now, if he shows you the all is, you're not going to know what the hell that is because it's invisible. So he's got to show you something visible that you know. And to you, that's the top of the line. Oh, being president of the United States, that's really a big deal. Well, it's just the idea. It's not about you being president and him clapping in the audience when you're talking or whatever. He's for you. He's there. He'll help you, okay? The other stuff is just a bunch of dummies there. There's nobody there. It's just you and him.
So I'm not going to become president. I worked so hard on my campaign, dude.
You've done nothing, Eric. Get real. It's been 5 minutes here since you had that.
I've gotten a handful of votes, dude.
No, you got nothing.
People love my campaign.
Fine, have fun. Have fun. Whatever.
I'm not going to win.
Whatever you say, Eric, you're off on your own trip. Do you remember the Beatles songs? Do you ever heard of the Beatles?
I've heard of them. I've never heard any of their music, though.
Beauty in the sky with diamonds. That's what you are. You're hallucinating, dude. Until you.
Yeah, but you're also hallucinating, right?
How many kids have you seen watching you play games? Little kids or people or adults, especially adults and old people, watching you play the video game and saying, wow, I'd like to do that, or I know about that. But you know what?
Actually, Corey here said that.
You know what? But they can't play. They can't play, can they? Like
That's
you.
true.
Yeah. So do you get it yet, Eric? Are you getting it yet through that thick skull of yours? The thing being is that it's not about what you say or think. You got to learn to see past that because those are your blocks. Those aren't helping you. And what you know, I'd throw it all out. You don't know nothing. You're better off starting over at 0 years old because you don't know nothing. You've been mind framed to think you know something, and it's all BS. All of it.
Saying I should restart?
That would be a good idea. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because
I need
your
to
mind
die?
Yeah, it's so screwed up that, all you see is hallucinations. And the thing being is, it's awareness, dude. And, little kids got more awareness than you. That's why I'm saying, go watch the kids. They got more awareness than you. You just relate to your blockhead. You relate to your mind frame programming. You've been programmed, dude. Just like your computer games. It's all programming. That's why you love the computer games, because you're programmed just like them. And you don't see it. See, This society has created a bunch of unaware know-it-alls. In other words, you go to school, you go to high school, which means nothing. I quit in the 11th grade. It was so stupid. I'm glad I did. And I went off
That
surfing.
tracks.
And then you go to college. Oh boy, you get some degrees. Then maybe you go to university or trade school or become a doctor. Well, you just become more stupid and evil and contribute out there, but you're making money and you can pay for your apartment. Boy, you're a smart guy. Wow. And you drive a car that...
I paid for my house with inheritance money.
See, again, well, that's good. Good for you. You have something there. That's your personal life, Eric. That's different than your awareness altogether. What you do with that, that's your business. Okay, that's your make-believe la-la land. Okay, that has nothing to do with what life is. You are in creation, and awareness is completely different from that.
Okay, so I guess I need to restart. I need to start a new life.
Saying within the old spiritual paths, and the old saying is, I have learned to die daily. Do you get the hint as to what that means? That's a very old saying. I have learned to die daily. Look it up.
So I need to die. That's what you're saying.
It's not literal. It's a metaphor.
But then how am I going to start a new life if I don't die first?
See, look at the questions you're asking, and you're telling me you're aware. Well, you should be able to answer those simple questions if you are aware, but you're not aware, so you can't answer them. And you keep asking me, and I give you hints, but you're not aware enough to see what the answer is. So you have a ways to go, Eric. So again, see the movies, live your life, do what you're doing, have your experiences. Let's see what happens, okay?
Okay, I don't have to die. That's cool. That's good.
How far you go, okay? Let's see how far you go, all right?
Okay.
What that means is letting go. I'll give you a hint. That's what it means. Just, you know what? Let go. Let go of everything. Let go of everything you know. Because you're thinking that when you're thinking and all the stuff you know, that, oh, that's life. No, that's just thinking. That's not life. So it's learning to die from that. In other words, learning to let go of that, like a book on a shelf. Put it on the shelf. Learn to be aware. And this takes practice, Eric. You got to practice it realistically. You got to figure out how to do it. But you're so fortunate you're having real side experiences with the real guides. You have that recognition. That's your start. You go from there. So here in the physical, your personal self needs help too, okay? Because it's out of balance with what life is. So if you want to get in tune with it, then you got to do some stuff to figure things out to where your mind doesn't, just doesn't take control and ask all these silly questions. When you're really aware, you're not going to ask questions anymore. The only time I ask questions is that, okay, can you fix my car because it's not running? But when it comes to life, I don't ask anybody questions. I don't read anything. When I write, I see it. I don't have to read books or hear some knucklehead talk. No, because they don't know anyhow. I see it. This is so cool. I've trained myself to see it. So everything I write, I don't read books or, collect knowledge or whatever. I don't even want it. I learned to see what it is right now from the invisible side, and I do my best to bring it through into something into this literal world, okay? But it can only be a reference. It can't be the reality itself because that's where each person has their own experience. All I can do is help people reference it until they can recognize it for themselves. That becomes the difference. Nothing in this world, okay, is an absolute. So in other words, it ain't ever gonna make sense. Never. Even though you think it does, no, it don't. Because it's constantly changing its cause and effect. This is creation. You're hallucinating. You're in the matrix. You got to figure it out. But you're lucky you have real guidance.
You crew, we gather round, real guides bring the truth profound. These are Germans here, for me to the message clear. Go Paul, dance and Paul, they say Duane The Writer leads the way. Time to madness, it's blight. Gotta wake up, see the light. Don't think, just feel the vibe. The sons are gonna concentrate. Break the chains, the mental hold. Truth unfold, the storms are guide. A cosmic drive. Break the chains, the mental hold. The truth unfold, the story told. We strong, now unite front. Against the darkness we will hunt. Time to break the simulation spell with new you power. We are skibbity new you. Breaking free from the matrix. Dark forces lurking, reptilian scheme. That lies that control a twisted dream. You together we rise above, shattering the lies, spreading risky. I knew you staring.